XRP has been on the move, and that's not the first time. But as we're watching the price break through the pattern and run higher, keep these measured move in front of you. Don't go euphoric as of now. You do have a resistance at zero point 0.7 to 0.72. Even though the daily RSI does show you it's in the overbought region, what should get your attention is the 3-day chart. As it enters the overbought territory, that's when we have seen a giant candle. Further to that, on the weekly, whenever you have seen that, the weekly candle has been a giant one. Historically speaking, XRP only tend to give you one or two of those candles in one stretch. At least that's what we have seen in the last 3-4 years. But then you zoom a little back and you see, yeah, it's the same, but the length of each candles has been enormous. I mean, enormous in that breakout. Whether we go back into 2017, whether we go back into that 2014 run-up, we do see that 200 to 500% rally in just one candle. That kind of miss a lot of people who were supposed to buy the breakout, right? So if you are a long-term holder of this asset, this is what you're watching. RSI is breaking through the roof. The price is coming to test the local highs of 0.63. When you do see that's being broken, now you're bullish. Now, we've been bullish on this asset for a long time, and just about a week, we've talked about this. The first small pump should be coming in, but there is something which you should not neglect in the price action. It's not hidden, it's clear, but it should be on your list as well. Because while XRP moves, the Bitcoin move, the Ether move, all of that will certainly touch on the micro moves here in XRP. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We've been going through a lot of different updates in the SI family, keeping you up to date on what's happening here in the market. Yes, the macro market does give you an idea, showing the fact that Digital Euro Association putting this one out. As central banks around the world race to develop their own digital currencies, Ripple has emerged as a preferred partner for many. So we're talking about central banks for their digital currencies and Ripple being a chosen one for the majority or a lot of them, leveraging its proven XRP ledger technology. So now you have an idea that they are building on this technology, not outside. That's huge in itself for the market. Not a lot of people understand the certainty and the actual probability of the price action reflecting that value. But look at this. ETF accumulation is actually happening, and Invest Answers here in his post on Twitter argues the point that it's the third stage. Next one is coming. I would argue like that's the wave 3. But then if you look at the billionaires in the market, Mark Cuban gives you the idea that, okay, Bitcoin is just 21 million in total supply. So the price should go higher than you think. But for me, I would argue, yeah, that's true. However, what matters is the market sentiment and which direction the market is pushing you. Dollar is breaking lower. We've been talking and discussing about this point from 106. Right now, it's in 103.7 level. The next support of dollar is lower. It's lower, right? So 102, 100. As the dollar pushes lower, we will watch crypto market as a whole going up. So if you are looking at the general crypto market, the altcoin market especially, is showing you this bull flag. And that's a continuation pattern. As soon as your MACD crosses up here on a 3-day chart for the total altcoin market, let's put that in red. Yeah, that gives you a certainty that, okay, you're going to break higher. You're going to either do this micro correction here or just break about this and then retest. Next leg should be the interesting part of this journey. Now, yes, that's the total altcoin market, but that market showing you it's going up gives you more certainty about XRP. Why though? Because in the monthly, it's showing you there was a push to the downside. Perfect. And historically, we've seen that has been the bottom. The price ran up from there. Whether that's the event in March 2020 or the event in December 2020. Both of these times we've seen that. Now, if you want to take it a little bit further, you go back in time and see July 2017 had a similar event where the bottom was already in. All that was pending was the next big run up. And if you do look at this, one of that month, the price action goes crazy. You kind of see 200-300% rally in just one monthly candle. And all of that starts when the price is moving just close to the breakout and the RSI breaks above 53 on a monthly chart. Where the hell are we right now for XRP? 52.94. I mean, that's really close. How close should that really be? I mean, we're inching towards a macro bombardment. What do I mean? There's no hype, zero hype. I'm just giving you what I see in the market. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what the market is suggesting you. You have all these candles. Say, okay, if you don't trust the candlestick, because there is a lot of choppiness involved, put that onto a line chart, which is kind of easy for all of us to do. So on a monthly chart, when it is actually breaking higher, now the question becomes like, okay, what do I look for? And that's something similar to this double bottom here. We've seen that there. The choppiness here, we're watching that here. But the difference is back in 2020, 2021, we had the price action going volatile. Here, it's the time season of volatility. The market, the whales, the financial institutions, they use multiple things to kick the retail away. And one of that is this time-based correction or general price-based correction. But as of now, we're watching time-based correction because people have hard time with patience, with discipline. That means if you do look at this particular level, you've held that level. Yes, whales did try to push it lower, but someone for some reason came in and bought it back. But we all know the fundamentals of this asset. As you can see in front of you, now the Euro Association comes out giving you this idea that the central banks are really interested in this technology. Now, we knew that way back. Now you zoom in. You want to look at a little bit more zoomed in view, go up to maybe a 4-hour chart. What do we actually see? Is there going to be a drop? Can I buy lower? If that's you, literally you're watching at these levels. So you plot that on a weekly. This is what you're watching. Now you zoom in, say a 3-day, you're breaking to the upside, but what's your standard deviation? How many times have you faked out? And when you did that, what percentage was that? Here it was around 10%. Here, this was around 11%. So you get the idea. If the whales are going to suck you back in and they want to do a fake out, most likely they're going to do that within the first 10-11% range. That means 0.66. Now the number itself doesn't sound right, but that 66, it can also be a trap. And that's exactly where the idea which I shared in this video is right now valid. See, it's only been 5 days and we've been kind of spot on till this point. And the SI family, they've been up to date on several assets, not just the XRP, but the macro market, a lot of different assets, the stocks. They've been kept updated. And if you want to join them, the 1,200 member family, you can use the link in the description below and reach me for the one-on-one session, for the discussion about your portfolio, the assets you have, and all sorts of detail in your portfolio. Now, jumping back into the market. If you're looking at XRP on that trend, yes, 0.66 is going to be that targeted range. And you're getting really close on that overbought territory. Historically, if you can stay above that, price pops. So you zoom in. You want to see whether the RSI like to stay in that region or it's coming back down like a falling stone. The volume sounds an alarm. What's that? Right? The bullish volume is increasing. That's good. That's good. Because then you go on a 3-day chart and you're like, yeah, I agree on that. Then you go on a weekly chart, the macro. It kind of shows you, yeah, I'm just starting. So whatever you have just seen here, it's nothing. The real big move is just about to start. So you go back and you look at the daily chart and suggest, yeah, the local bottom has been made. We've been going higher. I would like to see some sort of correction here, attracting a lot of shorts, and then using that shorts to go back up. So a drop back to like 0.52 is going to be the preferred movement, and then a bounce towards 0.9. That can be the perfect scenario on a daily chart. Say you zoom in. You want to see something. You want to look for details. Now you're looking at the roots of it. The price on the 4-hour chart shows you this range. Keep your eyes focused here. It argues that the price is going higher, but the RSI is not. That's a classic divergence. Now, if you're a pattern guy, you're looking at this and saying, okay, that's a rising wedge, which usually break to the downside. If it does break to the upside, we're going nuts, crazy in price action. But if it doesn't, yeah, that scenario of 0.51, 0.52, come back in. Maybe 0.53, 0.54. But the absolute support in that scenario is going to be 0.52. So don't be surprised if the market give you another opportunity and liquidate if you just went 5x, 10x, 20x in XRP. And then it go back up all the way. So guys, understand what the market is trying to convey. The language of technical analysis in the land of candlesticks, it's so important. And that's why we spend that amount of time in the Scientific Investor family trying to educate you. So if you received value, smash that like button for me. And if you'd like to join the team, use the link in the description. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.